Hello out there. Well, today I'm gonna finally get around doing the one video I was talking about doing. First, I'll get the housekeeping out of the way. I'm smoking some more of that Bosun cut plug, my 150 Peterson Killarney Ebony. Yeah, love my bulldog still. And today I'm finally going to talk about a little bit about pipe shops. This could be a little bit of a lengthy video. I'm going to try and make it as short as I can. And this is mainly for those who just recently took up the pipe. Hell, even for the just curious folks out there. Now, to distinguish the difference between, I don't know if it's also Canada. We have places called tobacco shops, smoke shops, or whatever. Smoke shops is probably the best word for it. They sell what you can commonly find in any grocery store. Sometimes it's still a pharmacy, or department stores, convenience stores. That's about what these places are. They're just kind of a convenience store that specializes in common tobacco products that you can buy anywhere. Cigarette brands you can buy anywhere, chewing tobacco, snuff. And some of them have, they have some pipe tobacco, but not a big variety. It's still the more common stuff. And some nice cigars. Some of them will have, like a small humidor. Maybe a walk-in humidor about the size of a closet. And they also sell God only knows what else. And from their character, some of them are, a lot of them are okay. Some of them, it's like Northwoods Piper, Lance said, you better keep an eye on your vehicle while you're inside. And keep an eye on some of the folks that come in and out of those places. These are the kind of places you wouldn't be half surprised if some nylon head with a Saturday night special comes strolling in. You empty out the cash register. And there's a few of them that are quite nice, up to the point of being kind of classy. Conway's got two, and another town, Cabot's got one. Now, for your actual pipe shops, tobacco shops, your tobacconists, I've seen them on occasions pop up in something as small as a county seat. But it's usually in your larger cities. Like cigar, and the closest thing you can get it, of course, is its cousin, the cigar lounge, your cigar shops. And I've been in a couple of them. They're quite handsome. But here if you live over in, say, the British Isles, Ireland, mainland Europe, getting to your nearest tobacconist is not that much of a problem. and usually it don't involve a journey. And they have some very old shops, very dignified looking. One very old shop I can think off the top of my head is Cahill's. I watched the video on their establishment. Very nice. And stepping in some of these places, like it's almost akin like going into a very old bookshop. Excuse me a minute. Yeah, here in the U.S., Canada, I don't think is any different. Besides a number, I'd say there's a handful of reasons that you don't find them just anywhere. In smaller towns, you just don't find much around them, more than you used to. But there's a lot of them are just franchise joints. Nothing really particular for anybody who really smokes a pipe, serious. And looking for real variety, I guess. Yeah, I guess I still think another one of the reasons is just the vastness of our countries. Now, where I was raised, Charleston had a couple of them. And one of them was no more than 7 miles away from my house. And it was in the mall. I'm still not for sure. I think it might have been a small franchise, like the Tinderbox. It's called a Leaf and Match. Now in there, of course, you find a nice selection of pipes. I remember seeing some of the Savinellis, Dunhills, and they did have a nice big walk-in humidor. I'd say it was like almost 15 foot from front to back, stacks of cigars. Very nice to walk into and just smell the aromas. And they did have a lot of tobacco. Now, I don't know if this was a common practice everywhere, but in there, if you had your own pipe with you, you can sample some of their in-house blends, which was quite nice. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, they'd have yeah, I remember Bulk and Sobrani in the shop. Sassini. And Samuel Gowath. And Gowath Hogarth. I remember seeing some of the Dunhill blends. Among some others. And it was the only pipe shop I ever been into that actually sold cigarettes. No, it wasn't your common American cigarettes. These are cigarettes that you normally buy, like in the British Isles, in the Commonwealth. One of them, of course, would have been popular in Russia, Soviet Union. You had Players Neighbor Cut, Rothmans, Sobranes, of course, is the one I guess a lot of people know that was popular among the Russians. Now, if there was a beauty contest for cigarettes, Sobrani's got that beat hands down. And for those of you are curious what they look like, I guess you can just look it up online. Because, they were, you had a certain number of cigarettes that were one color, and another color, and of course, in another color. I think it was meant for more of ladies in mind. And I'm pretty sure it was still the cardboard filters. Yeah, they were pretty to look at. Oh. But they're the only tobacco shop I know of that actually sold cigarettes of any kind. Otherwise, the only thing you found was pipe tobacco. I'm not sure if I've ever run into it here in the U.S. European snuff, the nasal snuff, not the stuff you dip, putting it between your cheek and gums. And cigars. And I've been to about three of them here in Arkansas. One in Little Rock I only got to spend like 10 minutes in. Oh, that got me yearning to spend more time in there. It was those years since I even stepped in one, until I stepped in one in Little Rock. Winston's in Fort Smith, very nice place. If you're there, drop in. And Romeo's up there, in Bentonville. To me, that's one of the nicest ones in Arkansas is Romeo's. Frank Romeo is the proprietor, if I remember. Very nice tobacco shop. Yeah, I guess it's about time to wrap this video up, so I won't bore y'all. Man, this is good stuff. Okay, first I'd like to do a couple of shout-outs. To a couple of fine gentlemen. They make some nice videos. First, ZombiNation, Den of ZombiNation. And to Northwoods Piper, Lance. Very nice gentlemen. Drop in and give them a sub, please. Alright, I'm going to enjoy the remaining amount in this cut plug in this bolt in my pipe. So I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thank y'all for dropping in.